You see, fish dicks is a play on words. I don't need anyone telling me play on words. I'm a motherfucking lyrical wordsmith, motherfucking genius.
What is up? What's going on, guys? Trizzle here, tuning in, bringing you guys another great 3-star tutorial. Today, we are going to be going over Town Hall 12 BoGoHo. That's right, guys. Town Hall 12 in all of its glory, and it couldn't be a better time because, as you know, Town Hall 12 Hogs will be getting an update, guys. We are going to have a brand new troop level for Town Hall 12 Hogs. Yes, that's right. They will be going to level 9. So this raid is only going to get stronger and stronger. So it couldn't be a better time to get this raid practice, get it under your belt, and just get out there to start 3-starring those max bases. Now, as far as the army, there's a couple different army setups that you can use. The first and most common setup, you're going to use 1 archer, 8 wizards, 1 baby dragon, 1 minion, 35 hogs, 2 golems. For your siege machine, you'll be using the WallWrecker, and then in the clan castle, you'll have 6 bowlers and 1 wizard. Now, the second version of the army, you're actually going to be bringing an Electro Dragon. You'll end up bringing 1 archer, 6 wizards, 1 Electro Dragon, 33 hogs, 2 golems, 1 WallWrecker for your siege machine, and the same CC troops, 6 bowlers, and 1 wizard. Now, this is going to be best used on bases, especially in war, when one side of the base does have a lot of exposed structures that aren't typically covered by air targeting defenses. That way that Electro Dragon can really get in there and get maximum value. Now, as far as your spells, you're going to be looking at bringing 4 heal spells, 2 freeze spells, 1 poison spell, and then a raid spell in the CC. Now, for the tips for success, you're going to want to make sure that you're using this on compact bases. Of course, as always, you want to use max Town Hall troops only. Town Hall 12 troops only, excuse me. Now, to 3-star max bases in war consistently, you need to have max heroes, guys. At this point in the game, I don't know what's taking you so long, but you guys know it. Max bases in war, you need those max heroes. Now, the kill squad, they have to take out the Archer Queen, the Clan Castle, the Eagle Artillery, and if possible, the Town Hall. No exceptions, guys. Now, always, always, always make sure you scout the base. Make sure you protect the WallWrecker with a freeze spell to get the maximum value. Pull the CC if it is offset on the far side of the base. Make sure you save a freeze for the Town Hall / Giga Tesla. And then, of course, practice, practice, practice. Memorize those raid objectives and practice some more, guys. I can't say that enough. Now, as far as the raid objectives, starting with raid objective number 1. Scout the base to identify the best places to drop your heal spells, locate the Archer Queen and the CC to determine the best angle for your kill squad. Number 2. Always attack in a manner that allows your kill squad to take out the AQ, the CC troops, and the Eagle Artillery, and remember to pull the CC if it is offset. Number 3. Deploy your golems about medium width, followed by a line of wizards, 3 or 4 on each side, and try to save 1 wizard if you can. Now, make sure your golems are tanking for all of your wizards, and deploy your dragon to help with the funnel and to take out those exposed structures. Now, when you deploy the WallWrecker, you're going to do that right smack dab in the middle, or in a manner that allows the angle to get through as many walls as possible. You're going to follow that up with the heroes, starting with the Grand Warden, the Archer Queen, then the Barbarian King. Number 5. Drop your poison spell on the CC troops as they approach your army. Freeze any single target infernos that can take out your WallWrecker before it moves deeper into the base. Number 6. Time your raid spell so that you'll raid your bowlers immediately once the WallWrecker goes down. and use the Grand Warden ability to protect your troops and help the bowlers stay up as long as possible. Use your King and your Queen's hero abilities as needed. Number 7. After taking out the Archer Queen, the Clan Castle troops, and the Eagle Artillery, release your Hogs using a 2-finger or 3-finger drop adjacent to the kill squad. Now, if you weren't able to take out the Eagle Artillery, make sure you in the first phase of the attack, make sure you deploy your Hogs onto the side of the base so that the Eagle Artillery can be taken out as soon as possible. Number 8, try to time the release of your Hogs so when the heroes, so your heroes can be kept up, so they're still alive to help them live until the end of the raid. Number 9, deploy your heal spells as needed, making sure that you focus on obvious double giant bomb spots, high concentration of DPS, wizard towers, bomb towers, and as well as the Giga Tesla. Use that second free spell on the Town Hall if necessary. Number 8, deploy your cleanup wizard after your Hogs process all of the defenses for that part of the base. Number 9, collect your 3-star. And don't forget, guys, don't be hesitant to use your King ability early on, if necessary, to help prevent the single target Infernos from locking onto them. And make sure you pay attention to your Archer Queen while you deploy your Hogs in case you haven't used her ability before you drop the Hogs. That way she doesn't go down. I actually had a couple examples where I had so much going on that I ended up losing the Archer Queen because I wasn't careful. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the replays, guys. Let's actually see this in action because you guys will be very, very happy to see how strong it is. So here we have Town Hall 12 base, and like I said, guys, you typically want to line up the attack so that you can take out the Archer Queen, the Eagle Artillery, and you want to take out the Clan Castle troops. This base didn't have an Archer Queen that was up, so I won't spend a ton of time on it, but it will go through the deployment. Starting with the Golems, followed by the Wizards to help create the funnel, followed by the WallWrecker in the middle, and you're going to get your heroes down, and then from there, you're going to freeze the single target Infernos to protect the WallWrecker, and that's going to allow the kill squad to make its way in, rage the bowlers and the wizard that comes out of the WallWrecker, and then use that Grand Warden ability to keep the bowlers up as long as possible. When you bring in the Hogs, you're going to bring them in adjacent to your kill squad using that 2-finger or 3-finger drop, and then from there you're just going to manage your heal spells accordingly, making sure that you account for those wizard towers as well as the Giga Tesla to keep your Hogs alive. And that was it. Now, I did realize after the fact that on this hit the Giga Tesla was upgrading and the Archer Queen was down, but yet again, guys, it's all about the deployment. Some of these raids, even though you may not always find a max base out in the wilds, you still want to get that practice in because you're not always going to be able to have the perfect ideal conditions. So moving on to the next attack, again, this is another Town Hall 12, and we're going to come in so that we can take out the Archer Queen. Now, looks like she was asleep on this raid again, so we're just going to go in and take out the Eagle Artillery and make sure we can address the Clan Castle troops. Coming in from the bottom right-hand corner, the Tesla that was on the southern tip of the base ended up pulling the Golem, but it didn't matter because the other Golem was still up, the WallWrecker was still able to work its way into the base, and then the heroes go in, making sure that we can take out as much of those high DPS defenses and get as much value as possible. Now, I did try experimenting, so you'll notice that on this particular raid, I used a jump spell, which is a variation that is somewhat viable. However, you really have to kind of pick and choose when you're going to use that particular version, just because I ended up not really getting that much value for it. So if you can get a really deep push where the base is a little bit more spread out, where that jump spell will allow your kill squad to get in there and take out a lot more of the defenses, you can actually go in that direction. And you'll actually become more and more comfortable with the army as you practice and you attack over and over, and then you'll be able to have a much better judgment call on what bases will call for the jump spell and the 3 heal spells as opposed to just the 4 heal spells. So keep that in the back of your mind, guys. And that's going to bring us to the very next replay. I'm going to try to go through these because I have so many of them that I ended up doing just so I can put together the raid for you guys. And I believe this was a completely max base. For some reason, the Archer Queen was down. I don't know if that was on a lot of these raids, but just so happened to be. In any event, being that it is a super max base, it still gives you a good example of how to get the job done. So coming in with those golems, setting up your wizards to create the funnel, down with the WallWrecker followed by the heroes, making sure that you freeze. Now, like I said, on this one, I did actually have the jump spell, but this is a good example of when the jump spell isn't that effective. I got such a good push using the WallWrecker that I was actually able to push all the way through to the other side of the base using just my kill squad. And then when I bring in the heroes, they were basically already cut in half. So it did allow the troops to work its way to clear across the other side of the base. However, the Archer Queen ended up getting hung up, and then by the end of it, it still didn't really make that much of a difference. Which is very much why these early examples are good examples of why the jump spell really isn't an ideal version, but it is something that is viable. Okay, so here we go. This is a version using the 4 heal spells and dropping that jump spell. So we're coming in on the top right hand side of the base. There was actually an opening in the base, so the golems didn't really have to get hung up. They go in through the opening, the wizards cut the funnel, followed by the WallWrecker, and then the heroes follow up as the WallWrecker makes its way into the core, breaking its way through the wall, and then taking down a few defenses on the way. Down goes the Expo. Looks like that single target Inferno will lock onto the golem, and then the heroes are making their way to the top somewhat. Because I was able to get into the core, I chose not to rage the freeze. I chose not to freeze the Inferno. I raged the bowlers like I would normally do, and then down goes the Eagle, and then the Hogs came in adjacent to the kill squad on the left corner of the base. Using the heal spells to manage the Hogs, I was able to basically just wreck face. You'll notice that this one was a swag heal spell, so this is a good example of just how strong this army is. And once you take into consideration the fact that we're going to have level 9 Hogs in a couple weeks, this is going to be so OP, guys. And that's why I'm really excited to bring you guys this army, just to show you just how effective it is, and perfect timing in preparation for the new update. So here we have another Town Hall 12. Level 3 Eagle Artillery coming in on the top right hand corner of the base. And again, it's rinse, wash, repeat, guys. You come in with those golems, you use your line of wizards to establish the funnel, you drop that, follow that up with the WallWrecker, heroes, making sure that you manage the single target Infernos so they don't lock onto the WallWrecker. Rage your bowlers as they come out of the WallWrecker. Make sure they take down as much as possible, including the Eagle Artillery, the Giga Tesla if you can. And then from there, bring in your Hogs with a 2-finger or 3-finger drop adjacent to the kill squad. And it's so strong, guys. Again, this is one of those things, you may or may not have been a pro with Hogs. Some people tend to prefer the air meta, and I'm usually one of those people. Depends on the Town Hall, of course, but I can tell you that at Town Hall 12, I definitely lean to things like Dragbat, the Electro Dragon, and Laloon. But with Hogs going up another level, I'm probably going to be making a switch. You'll notice that on that raid, we swagged 2 heal spells, and we were able to get the 3-star without having to even use all of the spells. So let's go ahead and keep showing off just how strong this army is. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is the next one. Yes. So here we are again, Town Hall 12 going down. The Archer Queen is at the top of the base, but since the Clan Castle was offset, I sent in that Hog early just to get a pull, and then from there we drum in with the kill squad, starting with the golems, wizards to start the funnel, follow that up with the WallWrecker, and then you have your heroes to support, making sure that you manage the CC troops with the poison spell, manage the single target Infernos with the freeze spell, and then allow that WallWrecker to work its way into the core, making sure you time that raid spell to take down the bowlers, use your hero abilities to get the best effect, and then from there you're going to bring in the Hogs adjacent to the kill squad. so that way you can try and keep those heroes up alive to the end. So again, on this raid, you'll notice that, did we swag another heal spell? No, we didn't swag another heal spell on this one, but one of the things that you may have found is that we're attacking compact to medium compact bases. They're usually not as spread out. You don't want to have the Hogs having to traverse too much real estate, but it is still extremely strong. And again, the more practice that you get under your belt, the better you'll get at executing, and the easier it's going to be. So here we have probably just a couple more attacks. I do apologize, I know these bases aren't 100% max, but it's still all about the deployment. And those of you that, you know, haven't really mastered this particular army, it's going to give you that foundation to learn how to get the troops down, and then from there you can practice and work on it until you can work your way up to hit those heavier bases in war. So on this one, just to kind of make up for it, I want to say that I swagged 2 heal spells. I don't know if that evens out, but I know that by the end of it, I did swag 2 heal spells. So I kind of made up for it, being that I didn't hit a max base, being that I was able to swag those heal spells. But again, it just really depends. But I'm so excited, guys. I'm telling you right now, and I'm not usually the biggest hog person in the world. Shout out to Mike, who, you know, has made hogs look so strong at the Town Hall 10 level. But at Town Hall 12, I'm usually a GoBoHo guy. I haven't really done too much queen walking as of late. It's usually a lot more drag bat, a lot of Electro Dragon, a lot of GoBoHo, but this is going to be a complete shift in the meta, guys. Now, even though they are adding another level to the Archer Towers, I don't think it's going to be enough to offset the increase to the Hog Riders, giving them another level, because, you know, they're already OP at level 8. Just imagine level 9 Hogs coming in with Ice Golems that have a much higher radius. So you'll actually be able to freeze a lot of defenses, and then you might not even need to bring the heal spells, now that I think about it. So I may have to do an update video to this. I just wanted to get it out because I know that no matter what, if you start practicing this raid now, by the time the update rolls out and you have the Dark Elixir to upgrade your Hogs, it's still going to be better for you to kind of work on that foundation. So that way, when it comes time to, you know, roll out the level 9, you'll be basically at least somewhat proficient with the army. So there you have it, guys. Town Hall 12 BoGoHo. And we're going to bring a lot more of these raids. I do know that depending on how sure of a raid it is, I'm probably going to make the switch over to using this as my primary army. But we're going to have to wait and see. And I'm really curious to see what the Ice Golem brings. Maybe I can use those instead of the Golems. But in any event, really excited that, you know, you guys were able to watch this video. Appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Please stay tuned. As you guys know, every Sunday night we have our, you know, our live streams, but I'm going to be bringing some really cool things to the channel. I'm going to be doing some things like account giveaways, additional raffles, and things of that nature. So it's super important that you continue to support the channel. Consider becoming a member, guys. That is something that goes a very long way, because all channel members receive an automatic entry into all raffles that are done. And the way things have been going, we're going to be doing raffles probably at least 2, if not 3 streams a month, which is damn near every week. And that just means ka-ching, more money for you guys. But as always, your boy Trizzle appreciates you. I really thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching the video to the end. Make sure you hit that like button for me. Drop a comment down below. And more than anything else, be the best clasher you can be. Trizzle tuning out. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.
What?